Department Malaysia plays a critical role in the international maritime sector. It is also one of the essential contributors to the local economic growth of Malaysia. The voyage of a ship requires a complete and reliable navigation system, including using the aids to navigation to ensure its safe journey. The heavenly body is also helpful in maritime navigation and is considered an art of navigation until today. The primary role of the Traffic Management and Aids to Navigation Division is to provide WAtoN services in Malaysian waters, and it is vital to ensure that WAtoN services perform to their optimal capacity. The functions of Aids to Navigation service include 1. Planning, implementing, regulating, monitoring, and administering the mandatory ship reporting system, Straight Rep, Vessel Traffic Services, VTS, and International Automated Tracking and Identification Systems, Global Maritime Distress and Safety System, GMDSS, and Notice to Mariners. 2. Planning, managing, and regulating the standards, constructions, operations, repairs, maintaining, and monitoring of marine aids to navigation. 3. Planning, managing, coordinating, supervising, and implementing operations related to controlling oil spills and hazardous substances, hazardous noxious substances from ships. 4. Coordinate with the Light Dues Board regarding the management of the Federation Light Dues Fund for marine aids to navigation activities. 5. Correlative with the International Marine Navigation Association and the Lighthouse Authority, IALA, for developing and updating technical standards and guidelines and operating aids to navigation. 6. National Reference Center for Standards, Technical Guidelines, and operation of aids to navigation. Activities include 1. Implement the operations of the Mandatory Ship Reporting System in the Strait of Malacca and Singapore, Automatic Identification System, AIS, Long Range Identification and Tracking, LRIT, Global Maritime Distress and Safety System, GMDSS, Navigational Telex, NAVTEX, and the issuance of the Notices to Mariners. 2. Implement vessel traffic services and monitor the compliance of ships with the Traffic Separation Scheme in the Strait of Malacca. World Marine Aids to Navigation WAtoN Day is celebrated on 1st July every year to encourage public awareness of the importance of WAtoN to the safety of navigation and IALA's technical work in enhancing the safety of navigation worldwide. Aids to Navigation is a navigation guide for ships, including lighthouses, beacons, and navigation buoys. The standard references and guidelines for the Aids to Navigation must comply with the International Association of Marine Aids to Navigation and Lighthouse Authorities, IALA, the international governing body established in 1957 in France. Lighthouse, a tower or large building or structure that stands in designated locations with a light source in the aids to navigation. Beacons, a fixed navigation-built structure that can be identified by the shape, color, pattern, or the top mark. It functions as an additional aids to navigation. Buoys, floating objects of various colors fastened with chains or long ropes tethered to weights on the seabed that functions as a marker of the direction for a safe navigation channel or a marker for a location of the danger. Regarding this, the safety of navigation for ships passing through Malaysian waters could be increased and meets the standards and requirements of international regulations. The still operating oldest lighthouse in Malaysia is Tanjung Tuan Lighthouse in Malacca, built in 1863. To date, there are 4 lighthouses aged more than 100 years old in peninsular Malaysia. The importance of aids to navigation is used as a guide for merchant ships and vessel traffic services in Malaysian waters that would help regulate the movement of ships along the route of the Traffic Separation Scheme, or TSS, to prevent accidents.
Clown VTS, this is 9 Mike Whiskey Tango 2, 9 Mike Whiskey Tango 2 Polaris, calling over.
9 Mike Whiskey Tango 2 and Polaris, this is Clown VTS, over.
We are leaving Sector 2 and entering Sector 3, over.
MV Polaris, this is Clown VTS, understood sir, entering Sector 3. Keep watch on Channel 84 and 16, over.
Today, the Straits of Malacca and Singapore, SOMS, is one of the busiest shipping routes, carrying around 1/3 of the world's cargo movements. The function of VTS is to provide a service for the vessel passing through the Straits of Malacca and to ensure the safety of life, the efficiency of navigation, and the protection of the marine environment. The sea covers 70% of the Earth's surface, and over 80% of global trade is carried out through sea transport. Malaysia has long used the sea as a major transportation route and business with other countries as a maritime nation. Presently, the Strait of Malacca is one of the major shipping lanes in the world. It records more than 80,000 reported to VTS in a year. MV Pedoman and MV Polaris are ships used predominantly in aids to navigation maintenance work. Both vessels under the supervision of the Lights Do Board were built in 2002 and 2017. Apart from the aids to navigation maintenance, this ship also does monitoring work. The Light Dues Board is established by the Federal Light Dues Act of 1953 to manage the Light Dues Fund. Light dues are the dues required to be paid by any ship arriving at any port or place in peninsular Malaysia and the Federal Territory of Labuan. The board may utilize this fund to perform the maintenance of these aids to navigation. Apart from the Light Dues Fund, a fund was established under the cooperative mechanism of littoral states called the Aids to Navigation Fund for the same purpose. Contribution to the Aids to Navigation Fund shall be voluntary. Donations may be received from states, industry, private benefactors, non-governmental organizations, and intergovernmental organizations, including the IMO. The littoral states administers the Aids to Navigation Fund on a 3-year rotation basis. The latest technology also plays an integral part in aids to navigation improvement. E-navigation provides real-time information for each aids to navigation equipped with the Automatic Identification System, AIS. This real-time information is hugely important for the users to navigate safely and for Marine Department Malaysia to monitor. Today, most of the visual aids to navigation, a total of 10 lighthouses, 187 light beacons, and 129 light buoys, have been equipped with Automatic Identification System equipment for these purposes. It reflects that the Malaysian Marine Department remains committed to ensuring the safety of every voyage in the Malaysian waters.